attached. Promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too ask for it? Know that I had you. Know that you know I gave you everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Teed up, Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Spot on the ground here, Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tracy once more. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Cam Scanabrue on the ground. He's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Off to Tracy. Escapes the defender. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Dark from the pistol. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Cardinal, 18, go! 60 even, 60 even. Back to 60, back to 60.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
60 by 6, 60 by check.
They go right back to Tracy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. They'll cobble together a yard there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
19 tight. Rig alert.
Now Darts going to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down now. Here's Darts. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Tracy on first and goal. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. It's a pick of a 5, and that brings up second and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Here's another for it. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Scattaboo. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this fourth down.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got fourth and goal. What are you going to do?
On fourth down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by Gano is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Gano ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. The Giants using their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Jumps in up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12.
Here we go, set.
Penix here from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. A bit early to be in full-on comeback mode. An onside kick, though, here in the opening quarter. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, here's Dart. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long for him here. It's on target to Johnson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Giants in control so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the gun, here's Dart. Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the handoff, here's Scattergood. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go, set. 19 Cardinal.
Here goes Doc to the air. That one finds Josh Downs. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
Hold the ready.
Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Your start now. Looking for an open. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. To throw, here's Dart. This one's to Slayton, left side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and goal, it's Dart. Escapes the pocket. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
26-yard attempt.
The kick by Gano is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Gano ready to send this away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Penix working from the gun. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
The lack of points or the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Inside give to Johnson. And he gets him around 6 there. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Penix hits his running back. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston to punt it away once more. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. That'll be the first and more. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Now go play action. Here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scanaboo. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Back to throw. Here starts. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Giants behind the sticks on 3rd and 13. They kick the running back in motion. Darts looking at this 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, or got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Going with a screen to Johnson. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Penix now on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
19 tight. 19. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
Here's Penix. That's our target, Puka Nacua. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Dropping this underneath. Johnson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. It's Johnson again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers tie it just before halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers take the lead on that successful kick.
Giants 13. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Taking a deep shot here. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. That one's complete, right side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, Johnson. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. And on the tackle that time, the former top 10 pick by the Steelers, Devin Bush.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. He's got a man left. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup up 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
Well, they've been doing it.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Going with Johnson here. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Johnson gets it again on 2nd. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Johnson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. This time it's a passing play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. a shot at that. It's out the back of the end zone, incomplete.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way. Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now Dart. He manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here goes Dart to the air. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, he gave to Scatterboot. He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Running with Scatterboot. Still finding room past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. There's that back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Your start now. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Darts back to throw. Finding Johnson once more. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now.
The give to Tracy up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Giants will have a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, ball at the 36. One play action with Darts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Driving forward with Scadaboo. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. There's the hurry-up offense here.
13 yards on the play. That's another Giants first down.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Hard setting in the throw here. He finds Neighbors right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. On the carry, this is Scadaboo. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back to Scadaboo. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And in, touchdown, New York! The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He still put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
They send a man in motion. All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Giants 19. To kick off for New York.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fields this one at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Strong running inside the 30. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
From the break throw to a nice route catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now they give to Johnson. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down. The Giants using their 1st timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's not going to get in, but the drive will continue as he does get enough for 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Reload. Here we go. Shot.
Penix on the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers make it a two-possession game here in the fourth. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
Kate, I think two things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12.
Giants 19. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Darks looking to throw. He has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
We'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Giants.
Running back, motioning right. On first down, here's Dunks. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. With the gun this time, here's Dunks. Pulls it at the 7. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. First and goal.
Tracy on first and goal. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants now within one score in the fourth. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Giants 26.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Yeah, really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got it.
They've got first down from the 31. They're going play fake with Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. And He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, set. 65.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now we'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Again, this is Johnson. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 5. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Hey, right there. Reload, reload. Check go.
On the ground again with Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a BYO. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire